What if I told you the best consumer analog tape format for recording music was VHS? How can that even be possible? Now, VHS has a slow tape speed. It's only 1.31 inches per second. That's slower than a compact cassette. And the specs make it seem like it's better than even consumer reel-to-reel equipment, almost reaching CD quality. Let's dive in and see if the claims are true. Stay tuned. I can see the gears turning out there in YouTube land, so let's start off with just a little bit of context. Now, VHS has two different audio recording systems. When it was introduced all the way back in 1976, it was a mono audio system. It used a separate linear audio track and a stationary head to record the sound. The quality was fine for a home video system because during this era, most people connected their VCR using the RF output and watched their videos on a TV. No one was really concerned about sound quality at this point, and the frequency response actually reflected that. It was around 100 Hz to 10 kHz for NTSC machines. Definitely nothing to write home about. Now, later machines changed to a two-track system for their linear audio, which resulted in a stereo signal. However, the frequency response didn't change that much. Now, all of this changed in 1984 when JVC added Hi-Fi audio to the VHS system. This was a direct result of Sony introducing the Beta Hi-Fi system. The VHS Hi-Fi system delivered a full-range, flat frequency response of 20 Hz to 20 kHz and an excellent 70 decibel signal-to-noise ratio. In the consumer space at that time, the only thing that even came close was the brand new compact disc with a 90 decibel signal-to-noise ratio. The CD is digital, and we're talking about analog recording with VHS Hi-Fi. To compare, a 15-inch per second two-track, quarter-inch reel-to-reel tape has a signal-to-noise ratio of up to 72 decibels, but that's considered a professional format. Now, without getting too technical, the VHS Hi-Fi system uses audio frequency modulation, or AFM, to modulate two stereo channels and embed them into the video signal. Now, this means the audio signal is being recorded using the helical scanning system on the rotating head drum, instead of a linear system on a standard stationary head. Now, this increases the effective tape speed from the sluggish 1.31 inches per second all the way up to around 100 inches per second or more. Now, anyone who is familiar with audio recording knows that the faster the tape speed, the higher the fidelity. As I mentioned before, VHS Hi-Fi is comparable to the CD, especially when using higher-end or professional VHS equipment. When compared to the compact disc, or the compact cassette, or even a consumer reel-to-reel, the higher quality led many hobbyists and amateur recording artists to record high-quality mixdowns and their master recordings to VHS tape on higher-level VHS VCRs. So who knew? Now, there are some downsides, though. Since the path of the signal is striped, it's not a continuous signal. Now, this isn't a problem for recording analog video since we're scanning fields and frames, but it's a big problem for audio. The Hi-Fi system required faster head switching on the drum to help mitigate this problem. Now, if this becomes out of time or the heads wear down, it can cause buzzing or other sound issues. It's also reported that VHS Hi-Fi is imperfect for music because despite its high signal-to-noise ratio, the modulation can cause inaccurate reproduction of softer and louder levels on the tape when it's compared to the original. Now, I think it's time we do some experiments of our own. This is the beast. It's a professional JVC SVHS editing deck. This is a throwback to my broadcasting days, and I've had it forever. Now, I'm going to record a high-quality digital music selection on this Hi-Fi SVHS machine. Then we'll do a live comparison between the source and the recording, and see if you can tell the difference. Now, understand that video compression from YouTube may degrade the quality some, but hopefully we can still hear a difference in the recording. Just be sure you're watching in the highest quality you can, either HD or 4K. Now let's get set up and see how the humble VHS tape compares to other formats of the day. Now, I think that sounded pretty good, especially for an analog recording format that's 40 years old. The sound quality was good. I think the highs were crisp, the lows were low. Maybe there was a little bit of a compression of the higher and lower volume parts in the music, like they said. I'd be interested to know what other people heard in that. My ears are getting old. But overall, I think maybe we could call this the poor man's reel-to-reel. I mean, you can get 2 hours of very, very high quality analog music recorded on one of these tapes. I'm kind of disappointed I didn't do that back in the day. Now, I'd be curious if any of you all did. Leave that down in the comments. I'd like to know how you did that and what your experiences are with it. For everybody else, what did you think about the quality of this tape? I think it sounds pretty good, but my ears are getting old, so maybe I should rely on your ears too to let me know if I'm wrong. So again, thank you for watching. I appreciate you sticking around for this comparison of the VHS Hi-Fi system. Until next time, I've been Chad here at the Vintage Electronics channel. Happy listening.